Welcome to Vintage Variety. Welcome to Vintage Variety. I have a relatively small jewelry haul to show you guys this week. The majority of these pieces came from one of my small local thrift stores, but one of the pieces I purchased at an antique store, and it's kind of an interesting story behind it. It's a piece that I passed up on probably well over a month ago, and I went back and it was still there. But we will get to that. There are quite a few vintage pieces in here and a couple of more modern pieces. I'm going to go ahead and get these pieces sorted out, and I'll show them to you one at a time. I thought this first item was a really good vintage find. This is a scarf clip. It's unsigned, and this is something I don't run across these as often as I used to. I have a small collection of scarf clips, and of course I like to wear them for their intended purpose, which is with a scarf, but I also like to clip these onto chains and wear them like necklace pendants. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in a few minutes. One thing I did want to mention, guys, please don't beat me up about the condition of my nails. I haven't had time to do them myself or go get them done. And I've also been doing a lot of jewelry repairs, and I have a few pieces of jewelry that I've made for myself. I'll do content on that so you can see some of the repairs I've made and some of the pieces that I've made for myself. But just wanted to throw that out there. I will eventually get something done about these nails, but for the time being, you guys are just going to have to overlook them. Either way, I thought this was a really great piece, and I found another piece that I'm going to pair with this one. This is the necklace that I picked up that I want to pair that scarf clip with. This is a gold tone chain. This one's vintage. It looks like a Monet. It has a lobster claw closure on it, and my guess is this one is probably from maybe the 80s or the 90s. When I run across chains like this, I've mentioned it in previous content, they're usually not that expensive. My thrift store charges around $1 to $1.50 for chains with nothing on them. So I always pick them up because usually I have a pendant or something that's missing a chain, and I can always reuse them. So my idea is to clip this onto this chain, and I think this is going to look great together. In fact, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Here's a look at these two paired together on the necklace stand, and I think this is a really great idea, and a lot of people do this, but if you've never thought about it, I just wanted to show you guys. It clips on really securely, and looking at it, you would think that this was just the original pendant for this necklace. So just something I wanted to share. You guys let me know what you think of this idea in the comments. This is a more modern necklace, but I love the pendant on this. It has this big donut bead pendant. It has all of these beautiful amber colored beads. Definitely a necklace that I would be willing to wear, and this one is signed. This one is by Coldwater Creek, and you know what? I really like their jewelry. I recently ran across another Coldwater Creek necklace that I picked up because I thought that the quality was really good. It was very well made, and it was just a really beautiful piece of jewelry. This one was a really good find in my opinion. I love all of the colors, and I love how it has that ethnic boho vibe. Here is a quick look at this beautiful necklace on the necklace stand. Imagine how gorgeous this would look layered with some amber colored beads or maybe even a gold chain. This item was in a small baggie. I picked it up for like maybe $1. It was by itself. It's missing the chain. It might have been on a cord. I thought this was beautiful. It's a lovely art glass pendant. I'm not sure how I would go about attaching this because I don't like cords. I think that it would look better if it was on some kind of beads or beaded chain. But you'll notice how wide it is at the top on the bell. So I'm not sure how I'll go about that, but I also picked up another necklace that I think that this would go great with. And this is a glass beaded necklace. It has lots of tiny seed beads on it, and then it has these beautiful larger glass beads. And I thought, you know what? These two would go really good together. The only thing is, rather than make like a big jump ring, I think that what I'll probably do is I'll take this necklace apart and restring it so that as I'm restringing it, I can put this pendant on it. I think that these two are going to look great together. I'm just going to have to add this to my many repair and repurpose projects. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. I think this would be a really great combination because this pendant goes really well with some of the green colors in the beads. I wanted to pause quickly just to let you guys know I'm not showing any Amazon finds this week, but I wanted to mention my Amazon storefront to you guys. I recently partnered with Amazon through their influencer program so that I was able to create my own Amazon store showing curations of different Amazon items that I have purchased and highly recommend. I'll leave a link to my Amazon store below, and when you go to the store, you will see different curations. When you click on the curation, it opens up and it shows you all the different items in that category. There are also some shoppable photos that when you click on them, they will also open up and show you different items. If you purchase anything through my link, I do receive a very small commission, which really helps my channel out, but there's no pressure to buy. Just wanted to mention that. You guys definitely go check my store out. You may find something in there that would make a great Christmas gift or something that you would like to have for yourself. Now that I've mentioned that, let's continue with the regular content and I'll finish showing you all of my great jewelry finds for this week. I picked up this bracelet today, and bracelets, I do thrift them. They don't really sell very well for me when I try to resell them in my eBay store, but a lot of the pieces I thrift, I end up keeping and wearing myself, and this bracelet's going to be one of them. I really love the looks of this. It's got a really modern look. I also like the fact that it's not flimsy. This is a really sturdy, well-made bracelet. It's not signed. I will test this, but I don't believe it's sterling. But regardless, I thought this was a great find. You guys let me know in the comments, is this something that you would have purchased? I also found this beautiful Jcrew necklace today. This is a longer necklace. It's a combination of enameled and gold tone links. And of course, this one's signed. I think this is probably a little more modern Jcrew. It has a lobster claw closure on it. There's the Jcrew tag on it. And I never skip over these pieces. Jcrew, I don't run across the pieces that often, but when I do, I know that they're great pieces to pick up. You can't beat the quality of these pieces. And when you hear people talk about future vintage, these are the kind of pieces that you're going to want to be looking for. So I thought this was an excellent find. Here's a look at this beautiful Jcrew necklace on the necklace stand. And what I've done here is I've just doubled this necklace up because, as I mentioned, it is a rather long necklace. And I've layered this with a heavy gold chain. I really like this look. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Another really good find was this vintage cloisonné pendant necklace. And I think this is just beautiful. There's something weird going on at the bottom of this necklace. I don't know if maybe this piece was original and broke off and someone put it back on, or what's going on here. So I may have to do some repairs to this. I think it looks okay on there. It just doesn't look like it's attached the right way. Regardless, I thought this was beautiful. I love the butterfly on it. It is reversible. It's on a vintage gold tone chain, and the chain's in really good condition. I don't see any discoloring. So this was a really good find. Here is a look at this beautiful necklace on the necklace forum, and I really like this one. Not sure if I will keep it and wear it or if I'll end up listing it in my eBay store. Regardless, I think this is a great find. I just need to do a little bit of work. I might end up adding a jump ring and putting this teardrop pendant back on here. There's just something that's off about it. If you guys know what's going on here, let me know and give me some ideas on how I would repair this. Another really good vintage find today was this delicate silver tone necklace. I thought this was beautiful. It has marcasites, faux pearls, and then this beautiful glass center cabochon. This, when I picked this up, I thought it might have been an Avon. Avon did some Victorian revival type pieces like this. But when I got to looking at it, I don't see any markings anywhere on the pendant or on the chain. Regardless, I thought this was a really great item, and I was thrilled to find so many vintage pieces today. Another vintage find. This is a gold tone and black beaded necklace. Now, this one's not signed, and I do see that there's something on it. It's going to need a good cleaning, but my guess is that this will clean up and look as good as new. I think this is a great piece to add to any vintage jewelry collection, and it would also be a really good piece to layer with other black beaded necklaces or even gold tone necklaces. I picked this bracelet up, and this is a more modern bracelet. It's a stretch bracelet. I don't like stretch bracelets. I'm sure I've told you guys that a million times, but the reason I picked these up is mainly for the beads. I'll often cut these apart and I'll put the beads in my crafting. So when I need a bead to repair something, or if I want to make my own jewelry, I can just pull from that, and I have managed to save a lot of beads that way. You can also cut these up and put them in craft lots or bead lots and list them on eBay. That's something I learned from Hannah over at Hannah's Heirlooms. If you haven't watched her, definitely go check her out. She has some great ideas. I don't run across rings all that often, but when I saw this one, I knew I had to pick it up. I thought it was absolutely stunning. And I didn't really look at it while I was in the store to see if it was marked. My first thought was it was just costume. It's a little scratched up on the outside. It's a very small ring. But then when I got it home and I started looking at it on the inside, guys, this ring is sterling and it is a Pandora. You can see the marking on the inside, 925 ALE. I did some research on this one. This is the Pandora Crystal Snowflake Ring. It does need to be cleaned up, and I don't think there's much I can do about the scratches on them. I don't know if I can polish those out, but this was a really good find, and it's a beautiful ring. If it fit me, I would definitely wear it. I'm not sure if this one's retired. I did go to Pandora's website, and I didn't see the ring on there, so my guess is that this is a retired Pandora ring. I also picked up this Guess charm bracelet today, and just like Jcrew, Guess is a really good brand to pick up. This one, it has some stuff going on with it, and I'll show it to you guys. It has lots of cute enameled charms on it. This one's enameled and says Guess. Then we have this one, and you can see that it's missing some of the rhinestones. So that's something that I would probably have to repair unless I decided to list it and sell it as is. Another thing I noticed about this bracelet is it looks like someone's gotten some kind of paint on it at some time. You can see these two charms, they have some kind of something on them. Not sure what it is. I'm guessing I'll be able to clean that off. Another charm, this one says established in 1981. So I thought, you know what, I may be able to do some work to this bracelet, get it cleaned up, and it'll be as good as new. I like all of the charms on it. Other than the charms I've already shown you guys, it also has this small rhinestone charm on it. It's in really good condition, so that's a plus. And then it has a G. It looks like it's kind of tangled up, but it's the G for Guess, and it also has the rhinestone set into it. So I picked this up. This is going to be another repair project. Hopefully I'll be able to get this cleaned up and replace the missing rhinestones, and it will be as good as new. The last item I wanted to show you guys today is this beautiful necklace, and this came from an antique store. I ran across this more than a month or so ago at the same antique store that I bought it at. I ended up not buying it because I was a little unsure. And then I decided to go back and have another look just recently, and they still had it. There's the marking on it, Vendam. I thought this was really beautiful. One thing that kind of threw me off were some of the beads on this. They looked almost as though the coating was coming off of them, that bead right there. But there are a few other beads on this necklace that are identical, and I think maybe they were just made that way. Regardless, I thought this was beautiful. Definitely worth picking up. I think I only have maybe 1 or 2 pieces by Vendome in my collection. This is a vintage jewelry brand that I very rarely ever run across. So I thought this was a great collector's item. I think I paid somewhere around $15 or $20 for it, but but I felt like it was well worth the amount because I know that these can be really pricey when you're purchasing them online. Here's a look at this beautiful Vendome necklace on the necklace stand. What I've done here is I have paired this with a more modern necklace that I showed in recent content. You can see that the more modern necklace has pink and kind of white rhinestones set into it. So it really goes well with this necklace, and that's something that I like to do often. I like to mix vintage with more modern pieces for a totally unique look. I think that these two look great together. It would also look good if I added a small gold chain and layered it along with these. Today's jewelry haul wasn't a huge haul, but I feel like it was a really good one. I found a lot of really nice and unique vintage items, along with a few modern items that I really like. You guys let me know in the comments which items were your favorites. And if you enjoyed this content, please remember to give me a thumbs up. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to share these items with me. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel and ring the bell for notifications so you'll be notified anytime I upload new content. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.